Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below. This is Friday. This is Venus energy, and I like to say Venusian energy. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for being a part of our live. These lives are for you melanated people that are in the church practicing the ATRs or the black arts, or those that have left the church and still have church influence but still practice the ATRs. As you're being notified that I'm live, let me explain something to you guys. If this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Normally what I do on this particular live, especially on my TikTok account, I answer a lot of questions and I try to deal with a lot of concerns. But one of the things that I want to share with you guys on today, in honor of my padrino, salutations to my madrina, to my padrino, to my oba, and also to all of my brothers and sisters in FAFO, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, Palo, and Archer. I also want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. These lives are for melanated people that want to learn real magic, and how a lot of times I often tell people this, that I've been practicing. My great day unto you, Darius. What's up there? What's up, my Miss Whitney? Yes, this is Sagittarian season. Unapologetically Sagittarius. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. As you guys are tapping the stream on this particular app, you have to tap the stream in order for other people to participate. But thank you so very, very much. Now, what we're gonna do on today is give many of you an opportunity to understand some things. And I said this before, that I will be giving out certain recipes for people that may not be able to get graveyard work, people that may not be able to get membership, people that may not be able to get some of the more advanced memberships that I do offer on my website. Because my thing is, I want to address all people from where they are. I would say this to anybody, if you know that you need certain things. Thank you. So they got my crab cakes in the house. Thank you for the ice cream. Anybody that's here, that there's certain things that I know that I need, and I'm not going to get something lower than what's going to help me manifest. So I want to share with you guys an opportunity for you guys to really see what I know and how I rock. In honor of my head Orisha Mafedifun Oya Yanza, some people know her as, and also Mafedifun Bablu Aye. I am also rocking Mafedifun Eligba and the Crossroads Spirit, and the Road Opener, the Duality as Shoe. And so I want to say to each and every one of you guys, this is going to be a good live. If you cannot stay for the because I am off today, so if you cannot stay for the entire live, go back. I'm going to upload this on my YouTube account, because I don't want you to have any excuse why you didn't get this information. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, advanced, or a beginner. A lot of the things that people don't understand about me is that I apply. I do application. I don't just gain knowledge. I don't gain wisdom. Understand it. I apply it. A part of having wisdom is knowing when to apply it. And so a lot of times people are looking for certain outcomes, but they're not doing the work. Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to certain things, understand that you are always the common denominator in whether something works for you or something does not work for you. If I want abundance, I am going to operate in that frequency and vibration and that mindset. I am going to emotionally be in alignment. I'm going to also apply myself, because I believe that whatsoever I set my hands to do shall prosper. A lot of you guys, there are certain blessings that come through being able to receive from other people, and you guys some of you guys are not good with people person. People find very quickly how disingenuous some of you guys can be, and so therefore these things hinder you from receiving certain blessings that may have been meant for you, but because of your behavior and how you conduct yourself as a person, it prohibits you. And it's not somebody blocking you through conjure or mysticism, but it is just simply how you choose to conduct yourself as an individual person in this lifetime. Now, my subject matter on today is FAFO. F around and find out. 2 better than 1. Now, I'm going to keep this simplistic, so I want you to know that I've been doing magic since I was a child. I'm 51 years of age. In the age of season of Sagittarius, I'll be 52 in December, actually December the 15th. Now, Reason why I'm doing this is because it don't matter where you are, where you're starting out in your magical process. You have no reason not to get prepared for what is to come. You have no reason as a melanated individual, whether you're utilizing Christianity, whether you're utilizing FAFO, whether you're utilizing Voodoo. What is happening is too many of you guys trying to jump from one tradition to the next instead of sitting up under somebody, sitting up under some tutelage. And yes, I do realize that it's hard to find a teacher, but it's also hard to find a good student. So I believe this concept, they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. If you are still out here going from this place and that place and getting information, what's going to happen is you're going to get confused about why that person has that information, why that person applies that information. And like I said, I'm a Sagittarius. Do what you want, but somebody that has been successful in magic and spell work and protection work, I think that, now I take that back, I know what I'm talking about, and I also benefit from my spiritual gifts, talents, and abilities, okay? So I'm going to start here first with Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter, 9 through 12. And the reason I say two are better than one, I'm going to explain this in a moment. Thank you for sharing my live. Appreciate you guys. Now, Ecclesiastes 4, the 4th chapter, verse 9 through 12. It says two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. Do what you will with your life. The part of Eshu and Eligbah is being able to give you, because they're ruled by Mercury, information. Let me explain something to you. If you're with somebody, I don't care if it's family, I don't care if it's a lover, I don't care if it's a business associate. It says two are better than one. This is the result of having two people. The result is they have a good reward for their labor. If you with somebody, Grand Rising, if you with somebody in your life, and you and her, you and him, that you two cannot bring good labor, a good reward, then y'all ain't the two that need to be together. I'm going to keep this simple. I'm not here to offend. Live it how you choose. But at the end of the day, when me and you come together and we can't bring good reward for our labor, then we're not going to be together. If me being with you is not going to increase my productivity, being with you is not going to cause me to have more than I would have if you wasn't there. It is too many people, whether you in Christianity, Ifa, Voodoo, and you partnering up with people that there is not an increase of y'all labor together. My thing is, if one plant, weather get the water, and God get the increase, I want to see the increase. When I team up with you, when I partner up with you, gay straight up by, rich or poor, because it didn't specify what condition I had to be in. But I need to understand that if I partner up with you, sir or ma'am, that my labor is going to end up in a good reward. Now, this is the problem. You can marry for whatever reason. You can be with somebody for whatever reason. I don't care who it is. The question you need to be asking yourself is, if me and her, me and him done been together, why isn't? I'm going to ignore you right now, simply because this is more important than addressing your foolery. But meet me on my YouTube page and try that same, type that same FCO job, create your YouTube account and try that same statement on my YouTube account, and I promise you, as a Sagittarius, I will make sure that you will live to regret that statement, okay? So, it goes on to say, verse 10 says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. Now, if you with somebody, sir and ma'am, this ain't nothing complicated. You do not have a PhD degree. You don't have to have lived 4 decades. you need to understand, if you and your friend, you and your associate, if you fall and that associate, your partner, ain't lifting you up, then that may, sir and ma'am, may not be the person you need to be partnered up with. I'm going to say this again. This has nothing to do with whether you are for believing in something. If you are partnering up with somebody and you find yourself in a Psalm 21, you have stumbled and fallen, and the person that you are in partnership is not the first person to lift you up, then you, sir and ma'am, do not have a partnership. Because the purpose of being, the purpose of finding out is that when you get with somebody and you partnering with them and you find yourself in a situation that you falling and they're not picking you up, then that's not a partnership. If you are the person in that partnership that's always falling, you ain't good for the partnership either. Because there are certain things that you need to be learning from your partner that should not have you falling so much. Because two are better than one. In order for us to be successful, we have to prohibit each other from falling. But if you do fall, ma'am, if you do fall, sir, I am here to pick you up because it is my benefit to see you up rather than down. I'm going to say this again. Anybody that you in partnership should have the mindset that it is better for you to be up than down. If you are partnered with somebody and when they feel better when you down, that's not a partnership, baby. I'm going to keep this so simplistic. Let me tell you something, a lot of the truth that I am telling you today is why a lot of people, no matter what they initiate in, no matter what they believe in, they do not find themselves in greater forms of success and prosperity because they keep overlooking very simplistic information. You cannot convince me that you for me and I have fallen and you not trying to pick me up. You cannot convince me that we're in partnership and we both laboring and I'm not getting no increase. Thank you for tapping that stream. I realize, and I'm going to say this to people that follow me. People are not interested in learning magic. They're not interested. They want somebody to get out here and clown for them. But I'm going to explain something to you what y'all for the F around to find out. I'm going to tell you what you're going to find out. You're going to find out all these people that I hear claiming to be so spiritual endeavor and they got so many devout beliefs. You better find a lot of this for the fall. Because what's for to go down here shortly after and in the near future, that ain't going to work. Thank you so much for the love. I'm going to go on. It says, woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Now, I'm going to say this again and live it how you live. It's bad to be with a man or woman gay, straight or bi, and you still alone. Because that person does not perceive that what you do and your success is their success. And they don't see a reason why, if you fall, that they are not there to lift you up. Now, when you are out here and all of you guys, and I'm like I say, live how you live. But you get caught out here in Ifa by yourself. You get caught out here in voodoo by yourself. You get caught out here in these spiritual streets by yourself. A lot of y'all suffering loss because you don't have the right partners, and you are out here talking about because you got hurt in this partnership, or you got hurt in that partnership, and you got hurt in that partnership, that it's still okay for you to be out here by yourself solo dolo. That is no wisdom, sir and ma'am, because when you fall, there is nobody there in Ifa to pick you up. There's nobody in voodoo to pick you up. There's nobody in Kamdamle to pick you up. There's nobody in Ocha to pick you up. You're operating in these traditions solo dolo. That is not no wisdom, because you're going to find yourself in situations that you're going to need somebody. To all of y'all that's an island unto yourself, when that island get attacked, remember, the reason why you're not going to get help because you have trained other people that you all about yourself. No matter if you're in Ifa, Voodoo, Christianity, Islam, don't matter. When you show people that no matter what's going on in their life, it is not important, then you have also sent the message out. When I get in trouble, I'm going to pull my own self up by the bootstrap. And you are not responsible or obligated to help me. Be careful of the energy that you're putting out here. Because we on Friday. Y'all know I believe in Venusian energy. Like attract like. Just trying to give you some wisdom. Play with it if you want to. You're going to find out. You're going to find out. Okay. It says in verse 11. And again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? So if you got two people, and that means it's supposed to equal warm. You should never be partnered with somebody else that you cannot benefit from their body heat. You cannot benefit from their affection, fervent prayer of a righteous man or woman available much. There is something where you are making choices to partner up with people for whatever various of reason, and there is no warmth. It should not. If two people are together and you getting cold instead of warm, something is wrong. In the movie Bella and Edward and Jacob, the vampire movie, and when Bella got, they had to hide Bella out there in that cold. Edward could not warm her because he was a vampire. It took Jacob the werewolf to warm her. I'm trying to talk to somebody on today. Baby, you might got a partner, but in the condition that you in, you need somebody heat. You need you a werewolf. You understand? A vampire is cold-blooded. You need something warm-blooded. Depending on where you are in your life and what is going on in his or her life, there are certain people that you cannot be partners up with, because what you going through, they can't help you. What you got going on, they can't dig you out. They can't protect you out of it. And these are the things that I tell, and let me tell y'all something. This is grown-up stuff. This is having the ability to process and desire to want to recognize what's going on with you and what's going on with people that you claim to be your partner. Then it says, I like this one, verse 12. It says, and if one prevails against him, two shall withstand him. So when you get out in these spiritual streets, and you have to listen to all these people on social media talking about, oh, you don't need nobody to teach, you don't need nobody to do this. When you get out here, people start prevailing against you. Whether it is keeping you out of certain practices, or keeping you from progressing in those said practices. But if it's somebody that is trying to close your road, these people start prevailing against you. You out here by yourself. You trying to learn voodoo by yourself. It's like the young lady that went to Haiti trying to learn voodoo. You didn't have nobody on your team. You had people around you, but you had nobody on your team. You didn't have a partner. Because when they started prevailing against you, there was nobody there to stand up for you. I'm going to say this again. I'll keep this very simple. Actions speak louder than words. Two are better than one. When you get into spiritual warfare of any kind, who have you partnered with that will help you prevail against your attacker? And only grown, mature people are going to be able to answer this question honestly. Because if you get in trouble right now, and you get attacked by hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, or racism, whatever it is, who is there to help you to withstand that attack? I got people out here, and I don't tell people what to do. You can have 50 people that you getting spiritual help from, and you can still get defeated. But if you have the right person in your life, and this is why a lot of y'all think y'all smart, but you're not. It's about skill set. It's about level, commitment, and loyalty. And when your relationship is built on you paying a root worker, a conjurer, a mystic, or an age, and that's the only reason why you are in covenant with them, then they can stand to see you get defeated. They can stand to see you go to the loss. Some of y'all need to make up your mind who you partner up with. Let me tell you something. Whether you listen to me today or tomorrow, this ain't not going to change. This ain't going to change your reality. The truth gonna be what it is. I got something else for you. It said a 3 cord is not quickly broken. That means if you got 3 people that you're in covenant with, you're in partnership with, that cord should not be that easily broken. If somebody, all somebody got to do is tell you that one of your partners done said or did something to you and that it broke like that, that wasn't a real cord, baby. A real cord, understand that each one of the triad. This is why when you think about the Christianity concept, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, they all had an interest in keeping each other in power. I'm going to say this again. The Father had an interest, the Son had an interest, and the Holy Ghost, which is Mother God, had an interest. When you are partnered with somebody, that's why Yahshua said, I'm not here to speak and testify myself. I'm here to testify my Father, which is Yahweh. He said, but one that's going to come, and they're gonna testify of me. See, when you are part of a triad, I'm a part of a triad. I'm a matriarchal triad. It is your duty, so to speak, to make sure that the people that you're in covenant with are just as strong, just as prosperous, just as protected, just as healthy as you are. Because when your time comes, you got to fulfill your destiny in order to exalt that other person or that other energy. And what's going on? It's a lot of people have their selfish motive, and you're either trauma bonding, or you're with other people because you both are trying to learn a certain that you can't help me. The blind leading the blind. That's not a good partnership. Letting the dead bury the dead. That's not a good partnership. A good partnership is that we are all equal in our own energy and frequency and vibration, and therefore we can support one another and also promote and advance one another. All of you guys are out here, you from one religion to the next religion, and like I said, you grown, do what you do, boo. But at the end of the day, you're going to find out. You're going to find out. 3 cords should not be easily broken. Gossip should not be able to break your 3 cords. A dollar bill should not be able to break your 3 cords. Flattery or praise should not be able to break your 3 cords. If you are breaking rank with your partner based off of somebody flattering you, oh, you deserve more. You better than that. You more powerful. Keep on. The same thing about this movie Charm. It didn't matter who was more powerful, more skilled, or whatever. When your power is the power of 3, you can't defeat certain enemies without each other. Let somebody blow your head up and making you break that cord, and then in breaking that cord, you weaken everybody in the group. That is no wisdom, my sister. That's no wisdom, my brother. I don't care what you practice. The mere fact that somebody can get you out in that mindset, that you don't understand the reason why you guys are together is that you are stronger together than divided. But because you get more attention, because maybe you have a gift that displays outward manifestation versus somebody with premonition or somebody with prophecy. It don't take much, and I'm telling y'all, a couple dollars will make people break a cord, a little attention, don't have a fan base, don't have a following. You will weaken the whole group. I'm just keeping it real with you. We in a time that's approaching. We don't need nobody to sugarcoat nothing for us. We don't need no watered down version of nothing. Nothing. We don't need nobody. Energy does not lie. If you're trying to attract something and attract somebody in your life, the mere fact that you are not being all that you can be, a part of your tribe, a part of your coven, a part of your elay, you don't know what opposition that elay or that coven gonna have to be up against. You don't know. You don't know what tomorrow holds. And you might need me on your team. So don't worry about my attire. Don't worry about my eleke. Don't worry about my voodoo. Don't worry about my center. No, you better make sure that you are the type of partner that group sees you, or that Ele sees you as an important part of why you need to be in position and be able to help prevail against these adversaries that are approaching very quickly. I got another one. Matthew, the 18th chapter. And let me tell y'all something. And notice my moon in Aries. Words mean absolutely nothing to me that are not accompanied by action. People will tell you stuff all day long. Y'all is, oh, he said this or she. No. If there's no action behind you, gonna F around and find out. You too old right now in your life, in your season, to be allowing somebody to tell you anything. I don't care how good, if there's no action behind it. There must be proof in the pudding. Here we go. Matthew 18 verse 20. It says this: for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Now, Pastor Ely, what you talking about? What does that have to do with my practice? What does it have with my spiritual? I wrote this down. Where 2 or 3 are gathered together, the I am is in the midst. If you are in a tradition and everybody claiming to be 100 with that tradition, you should be able to summon those spirits of that tradition. You should be able to call those spirits down in that tradition. The mere fact is 9 of y'all, and you ain't got enough power between the 9 of y'all to move certain mountains in y'all life. When I have what I call the circle of 13, we almost got everybody that we need in that. How in the world, if you got 9, if you got 13, when the Bible clearly says if you had 2 or 3, and if you are congregating together, one mind, one accord, and then when you summon that entity that's in your tradition, in your faith, in your belief system, and with the Ache that is coming from the unison of the 3 or the 2, then where is the I am? Because the I am is the representation of Aries. The representation of Aries is, that's why he said, I am the resurrection. Whatever y'all need that energy frequency to be, that's what you should be manifesting. The problem is that most people that are touching and agreeing, that are coming together, have an agenda. Come on here, somebody. When somebody is in the group that has a different agenda, it short circuits the energy. Oh, y'all ain't trying to hear me. Those that are in that particular circle, those that are in that particular 2 or 3, they must all be on one mind, on one accord. They must have the agenda first to call the higher power that's going to take care of all people of the 2 or the 3 that's available there. That's why the movie Craft, she's the 4. It matters who you partner up with when you doing invocation work. Sometimes just doing the invocation work by yourself, you get more energy and Ache and more connectivity to the spirit than trying to group up with other people that got other agendas. Because they don't understand. And they ain't going to understand because they done been raised and taught it's all about them. And so therefore they want to manipulate other people and have you thinking that they're there for one reason when they're all together there for another reason. And that is going to short circuit what that 3 core should be really be able to summon. No less than having 9, no less than having 13 people that are congregating together with the understanding that there's one leader. That's why when I do my 13 circle, I am going to be, I already know that I can call by myself. If you group with me and I get less of a manifestation, you won't be grouping with me no more. That's when you've been running your household by yourself, paying your bills by yourself, meeting your obligation by yourself, and then you bring somebody else in, and now you can't even meet those obligations. You already know where the problem is. See, that's why I believe in being first partaker. See, if I'm already first partaker of the fruit, I already know where the problem is. And that means I don't have to be confused. I just got to make sure I got the right people in these circles. So therefore this manifestation can get off the ground the way I needed to get off the ground. You understand? Understanding how energy, frequency, and vibration work is to your advantage. You cannot answer questions that you don't have answers to. This is why so many people don't understand Iligba or crossroads spirit. They don't understand communication. Before you utter out your mouth, you should know the purpose of why you're utilizing the words that you're utilizing. But I'm going to go on. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 30. Two are better than one. Verse 30 said, how should one chase 1,000? And two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock has sold them, and the Lord have shut them up. For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. When you got a partner, and you know you pulling your weight, and you chasing your 1,000, the next person that is added to your partnership should be able to multiply your 1,000 to 10,000. If you're not multiplying me, don't look at the numbers. Don't matter when you got the people with the mindset. The multiplication comes in is because the apostle and the prophet. That's why Paul and Silas was together. They magnified, they multiplied their abilities by them being unified. See, the problem is not that you ain't got a lot of people in your elate. It's what kind of people you got in your elate. It's not the amount of people you got in your coven or in your church. It's who you got in there. Because if multiplication is not happening, baby, you don't have a partnership. I'm going to say this again. One can chase 1,000. Two can chase 10,000, which means that three can chase 100,000. What should be manifesting, sir and man, when you group yourself with certain people, places, and things? And if multiplication is not happening, you done found out. You done found out. That's why people feel like they should be able to prevail against me because they doing group ceremonies. Y'all not generating enough chi, enough prana to upset my energy field. That's why people get upset when they challenge the anointing on my life. I tell them I'm Isaiah 10 and 27. Because first of all, I understand when I'm a discerner and I'm going to read that circle and I'm already going to hit you where your weakest link is. The mere fact that many of you guys are in covenant with people or partnership with people that don't have your best interest. And therefore, because you call yourself being a group against me, I'm going to shatter that energy. All I got to do is break that chain. All I got to do is break that cycle. What's up there, my kingmaker? It's our season, Sagittarius. It doesn't matter who is against me. You're not unified enough. You're not cohesive enough. There's breakdowns in the energy between y'all. And so therefore, a trained, a skilled, a anchored, a rooted and grounded spiritual man or woman will avert the will of a group of people, no matter how much conjure they do, especially if they're not unified and they're not in synchronicity. And let me tell y'all something. It takes something. It's like an orchestra. It takes something for you to get a group of people to synchronize and be in unison for a period of time. Because one thing I understand about frequency and vibration, you got to hold that frequency for a certain amount of time. And when you start working against me, I realize how much time I got to break that frequency, to break that vibration. and then break your group, and then start picking y'all off one by one. I have whipped a whole lot of people spiritually that grouped against me. I know how to fight group prayer. But the problem is that you think because you quoting a scripture saying, if God be for me, who can be against me? You have to match the energy or supersede the energy that they're able to create as a group. And that's what a lot of these people get. You don't have the Ache in the beginning. If all y'all got together, if all 12 of y'all got together, you're not creating enough frequency and vibration and energy in order to defeat me in the first place. And the fact that y'all ain't even in unison and y'all ain't on one accord, it's going to make it easy for me to tear that up. I'm just giving you a little wisdom, baby. Group spells work only if the unification is there. That's why God told, he said, let me go down here and confuse their language. Because these Negroes is in one accord, they're in one mind. When you are truly unified, as Yahshua said, I and the Father am one, then that's a different, there's multiplication that's going to take. A lot of y'all, you already know you're not unified. Then why you coming together? When you got people in your elay, you got people in your covenant that's not coming together for you to actually get healed. They actually sitting there trying to get what they trying to get. So therefore, that means they're disrupting the energy flow for your healing. This is why in the scripture it talks about how Yahshua did it, how Elijah did it. You have to put people out the room because they're going to disturb the frequency and the vibration necessary for the manifestation. Because I'm not going to do conjure if there's no manifestation. Let me explain something, y'all. You're going to find out why two better than one. And let me explain something. As a grown man or woman, nobody made you invest. Nobody made you invest in the type of people that have showed you no character, no level of support that is necessary for you to be able to, as a group, build the Ache or the energy or the frequency in order for it to manifest. No matter what the tradition is, it has to meet the energetic plane in order for that manifestation to take place. This is why you can call on a healing spirit and still not get healed. You can call on a spirit that's of prosperity and still not prospering. You can call on a spirit to protect you and still get defeated. It's because you're not meeting the Ache that is necessary for that particular energy to come down and dwell. And this is what, let me explain something to you on this nature, because I'm going to give you this for free. A lot of y'all going to get beat in spiritual warfare for this one reason. I have a spirit that's with me 24/7. I'm going to say this again. I have a spirit in particular that is with me, does not leave me no matter what's going on. I have some other spirits that are there. They ain't none of your business. But I have one spirit in particular. When your protection is based on calling an entity or a spirit to protect you, that means that spirit does not walk with you 24/7. There's a difference between being able to invoke or conjure or summon a spirit into a particular situation, circumstance, situation, versus a spirit walking with a man or woman. It is a different ballgame. You can attack me 3 o'clock in the morning. You can attack me while I'm on the commode. You can attack me while I'm at a UPS on my UPS truck. You can attack me while I'm at in the mall shopping. I always have protection. This is the concept with Vice President Harris or anybody, President-elect Trump. They have security 24/7. You don't have security 24/7, and you don't pray without ceasing 24/7. So there's loopholes where a spiritual man or woman waiting on the opportunity when your energy drops down, or when your spirit is not present, or that spirit you working with is not present. That means that is vulnerability, and these are the things that are not taught. These are not taught in elays. It's not taught in communities of magical practices. You feel, yes, when you're around your covenant brothers and sisters in an elay, that's one thing. That energy, depending on what they're able to produce, But that doesn't mean when you walk out that door of that Ile or that your padrino's house or your madrina's house or your yaya house, that don't mean you carrying that Ache with you. As you get further and further away from that group, that Ache begins to deplete. It gets weaker and weaker. But you walking out there like you still got that Ache that you had in that group prayer, that group ceremony. You walking around here like that's still there. It's not. It's not, ma'am. It's not, sir. I don't care who lied to you. If you do not have an abiding spirit that is walking with you, you're gonna find out. You are more vulnerable than you think. Praying, your prayers only keep energy going as long as you praying. You don't pray 24/7. Half of the people cannot pray 30 minutes. They can't pray an hour. Once you stop communicating with the spirit, then that energy starts to drop. Are you learning that? Are they telling you about that? No. You just walking out after a ceremony of a congregation of people, depending on how focused they are on that particular task at hand, how much Ache or energy that went into that spell, went into that working. And most people, to be very honest with you, a lot of these people are not skilled when it comes down to Ache and magic. You don't know how to laser focus your energy. As a Sag, as a Pisces, a Aries, a Gemini, if you don't know how to laser focus your energy and direct that energy to a specific goal, that means that energy is scattered. Some of it may hit that target, some of it may not. You don't know, you have not learned to this very day how not to waste your Ache, because you don't know how to direct energy. And so therefore, as ceremonies are going on, certain energies are being spilled over. And this is why I told you, two are better than one. But I'd rather have a skill. The person ain't even got to be of my own belief. But if you skilled and know how to harness your energy and direct your energy, oh, we can get some stuff done. Oh, we can get some stuff done. If you partner up with somebody that is really anchored and rooted in their practices, then you're going to get manifestation. I'm going to say this again. If you are with somebody and you are part of an Ile and those powers are not multiplying, somebody lying in there. Energy, frequency, and vibration ain't going to change for nobody. Energy, frequency, and vibration ain't going to change for nobody. This is the Vogel quartz. What magnifies the energy? Frequency and vibration. 2 is better than 1. But what 2 you got? What 3 you got? That's really there to manifest that particular spirit, that particular Risha, Loa, and Kisi, and Pungo. This is why the magic is not getting stronger, it's getting weaker. And there's so many people trying to be adjacent to white that you don't realize the more melanin you have, the more you're able to harness light energy. I'm going to say that again. If you were truly trying to practice the African diaspora scientifically, you want as many melanated people in that ceremony as possible. That's why my Yaya, she is Cuban and she's Latino descent, but even the one that scratched me in Palo, they're dark skinned. Plenty melanin. The more melanin you have, the more you're able to harness energy, frequency, and vibration into your working and your spell. And anybody that practices any form of magic would not deny that if they mean right by the tradition. This is why melanated people are the originator of all of these practices. Every time you lose melanin, you lose the ability to touch in and grab a hold of Mother Earth and Father Sky. Don't matter. Because all of Mother Earth is made of melanin. All of Father Sky is made of melanin. So the more melanin you have, the more you have the ability to draw that Ache, whether it's through a rock, whether it's through water, through its fire, whatever it is. You can rattle all day long. Sing all the mumbos you want, just like in the church. You can have somebody in there that can out-sing when it comes down to hitting the key. You can have somebody that understands music, but then you got this other person in the church that but she got the anointing, and she know how to bring the spirit in. See, it's cute when you ain't got real problems. Then you can afford to have somebody that know how to hit the key and hit the range and start the song, end the song. But when you going through problems, you need somebody to be able to call that their anointing down. Okay? If you have $1, to all of my people that are out here, because Orange Tangerine is on his way. This is for people that just do not have the means. This ain't gonna work for me because I'm a 6-figure man. I live high on the hog, so I don't do spells like this because this what this gonna bring ain't gonna be enough for me. But this is for people that you going through stuff. You can't buy everything you need in Dollar General, Family Dollar, and big Save-A-Lot. No shade. You're gonna get $1. Everything has a head. Everything has a tail. What you want to do, depending on what you need, you either gonna have to work with cinnamon, because cinnamon brings things quite quickly, but easy come, easy go. Or you're gonna have to work with patchouli. But you're gonna need the essence. I don't believe in utilizing the fake money. You're gonna need the essence. If you're in another country, utilize the currency currency is currency. So utilize the currency that is representation of your particular not tradition, but country. So you're gonna either utilize cinnamon. You're gonna smoke this. You're gonna smoke your money, your currency, with cinnamon if you need something to come very, very fast for you. Okay, that's fire. Cinnamon is a catalyst. Or you're going to use, if you're trying to build your money, you're trying to get to a certain place where you can do something to make things better. Now, patchouli. Well, I don't have it. But patchouli is something ruled by Saturn. Saturn builds. But you would have to be a good steward. You have to be a good saver, putting back. These are the things you either need money to pay your bills or you need money to save up to put yourself in a better position. Money is to pay your bills or you need money to save up to put yourself in a better position. Money is currency. If you don't know how to channel and direct currency, you will not be able to be a good working, I don't care what your tradition is. You will not be good at bringing in money and building money. I am very good at it because most of the people in my family were millionaires. Most of the people in my family had money. And so that's, as a child, we were taught how to make money, to get money to come, to make money stay, all of that stuff. So I've been doing that since I'm child 51, about to be 52. If you want stronger spells, go to my website. But this is for, I don't want to call you poor, but that's what you is. You ain't got it. But you can get hold of $1. Now, if you have to use change, maybe you can't get $1. You're gonna need 9 pennies. This is for people that are financially challenged. You're gonna need 9 pennies to do this. And in them 9 pennies, because it's copper, and copper is a representation of Oshun, representation of the laws of attraction. You're gonna soak those 9 pennies in cinnamon, either cinnamon oil or if you can get almond milk mixed with cinnamon, or you get cinnamon sticks, but you're gonna have to have something to soak those 9 pennies in. If you're gonna use nickels, if you use nickels, you're gonna need 7 nickels. If you're gonna use dimes, you're gonna need 4. If you're gonna use quarters, then you're gonna need 3. But cinnamon has to be involved if you need something quick, and then patchouli is involved if you're trying to save up. You know, we call it the penny bank. I got a whooping one time because I went to my mom penny bank. Now when I say I got a whooping, she slung me all over that penny jar because I had them poured it out. It was changed all in the bed, and I was looking for the quarters, and she caught me, and she treated me like a surfboard. And it was I never forgot it. I left her change alone. It cost me dearly. So these are some of the things I'm gonna get dropping when I go. I'm gonna be doing another live on my YouTube account. But sir, ma'am, there's only so much teaching anybody can do. If you're not gonna apply this stuff, you're not gonna get partners that are actually solid in their craft. You're not gonna reach that goal. You're not gonna get that. And if you spending your money and you giving your resources to people that cannot multiply, like it's so simple. It's not hard to figure out, and it's not gonna take you long. You still got enough time from now to December, 21 days, to figure out, can these people do what they say they can do? You know why? Because every 21 days, energy shifts. And so in that cycle of manifestation, they should be able to multiply the Ache, the Chi, the Prana, because it's more than just you that are petitioning for the same thing. Whether you're working with Papa Legba, whether you're working with Eshu, whether you're working with Luceramundo or whatever tradition, or if you just going out working with Hecate, whatever, feminine energy, masculine. At the end of the day, if there's no multiplication, then what we together for? If there's no multiplication, what we together for? I'm not partnering up with nobody that I can't see multiplication. I'm sorry. No, I ain't sorry. That's a lie. Because I'm going to say it. I ain't sorry and I ain't doing it. It's simple that. Stay with where you at. If you comfortable in the reality that you live in, fine. But if you are trying to get yourself, you need to check you first and then figure out who you partnering up with. All right? I love y'all. I'll see y'all a little later on my YouTube account. In honor of my Fedifun Elikba and my head of research, my Fedifun Yanza. Not Oya today. It's Yanza today. On my day. I was actually born on Friday. So I do have a lot of Venus energy. And Scorpio is in my Venus. I love my crown Oya. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Check out my YouTube channel. If you want to be a part of my membership, go over there and you're gonna see some stuff and learn some stuff. All right, please don't wait on that Jesus, because he not coming. Him not coming. The Christian people, him not coming. If you ain't heard nobody tell you this, I'm still a pastor, apostle. Him not coming. Him don't have the power to deal with orange tangerine. Him not have it. Him not have it. All right. See y'all in a little bit.